Hey, this is Gemma. Today I want to share with you about a channel that I wrote called Play, Play, Play. So first what I'd like to do is read the channel and then go into it a little deeper. Play is so important. So let me read the channel and then we're going to dive deep. Dive deep. It's going to be a lot of fun. Are you ready? All right. Play, play, play. Play is a part of a balance. It is directly related to loving yourself and the balance and experiences you came to have. Reach into your connection with your body and follow the inspired action. Your play is intended to serve your body, mind, and spirit, not ego. Ask if the play you are interested in will serve the body, the mind, the spirit. This is how play becomes an extension of loving oneself. You must recognize how necessary this is for your well-being. Regardless of its lack of money production, it is assisting in the true expansion of abundance, which can be money as well as all aspects of your life experience. Free play is more often than not pure physical inspired action. This is so helpful in your well-being. The average person has become rigid with schedule, stress, repetitive movements, on and off their job, laziness, technology, and escapism. Compare these to children playing. Their movements are free and uncontrived. They act and move on impulse, which is inspired action instantly manifested. You too can begin to loosen up the thoughts and beliefs which hold you rigid. Allow your body to move and have a voice. Listen to what it is saying. Move, walk, stand, sleep, skip, jump, run, bask in the sun, sing, whistle, scream. It is all play, and time is now to begin a practice of partnering with your body for your well-being. Create your own yoga practice. Find time to do intuitive stretches and movement. Love your body. Honor and respect its presence and part in your experience. Every cell has consciousness and can be tuned into for its wisdom. Your body holds connection to all that is and can be your conduit to the infinite beyond. Begin to find the magnificence within you. Play and release the barriers and walls you built. They are no longer necessary. Find the flow in play, in loving yourself, in your connection to all that is. Now, this is so exciting because if you are, if you are an adult human, just feel into your body and notice, can you feel the restriction within it? Because I don't think that children are experiencing this restriction, children who are allowed the freedom to express themselves, the freedom to play when they want, which I had plenty of when I was a child. I had freedom to move. Now, what happens is as we get older and we listen to all these adults in our lives, as we listen to the authorities that tell us you can move this way but not that way, you can do this but not that, because some of what we want to do which is falling under inspired action, is now contrary to what we're allowed to do or is considered acceptable by social norms. We feel resistance because our truth is asking us to do one thing, and social norms or beliefs are pulling that back. So that is the resistance, because in the inspired action we would be in alignment, and when we resist it we become disconnected from source. So as we do this more and more often, we begin to feel this resistance build in our body. It can build in our body as aches and pains and dis-ease, and it can become, it becomes its own voice, and it's a voice that's telling us, this is not the way. You are going on the wrong path. Turn around, turn around. It's basically our inner GPS guidance system. And the same way the guidance system in your car can be very annoying when you go the wrong way. It starts to badger you with new commands. That is happening within your body. As you don't listen, as you get off track, you just swerve and you start to pivot off track. Your body, it's early here. Your body is guiding you back around with these little suggestions like, it's very uncomfortable to go this way. Why don't you turn? Why don't you shift your direction? Why don't you go this way? So, but now let's focus in on the freedom that comes from the inspired movement. The freedom is so great. It is a freedom to know yourself. It is a freedom to be in well-being. It is a freedom to be connected and in relationship with the co-creative process, because inspired action is a direct link in the co-creative process. When we have inspired action and we follow it, we feel the effortlessness in our bodies, and that is something we just thrive on. We love this feeling. So let's see. If you can, tune within, and I probably have said this before, I'm going to say it many, many more times, but to be loving yourself, which is what true play is true play is loving yourself. It's children rebooting the love in their bodies. So if we can go within, this is the one, and ask yourself, what would make me happy right now? And if you're too far from happiness, it might just be any emotion that'll feel better. What would make me angry right now? But what if also it could be, how do I show up on purpose right now? And if you feel it trying to work up here, if you feel this head, this mind conjugating, like, how do I show up on purpose? What would make me happy? I want you to come back into center and put your hands on your heart. And from your heart, find the answer. From the heart, feel the answer. And in the beginning, if you're not used to listening to your heart, it may be an urge. It may be you find yourself jumping up off of your chair. As you ask yourself the question, what would make me happy? You find yourself jumping up and just walking somewhere. Just allow yourself that freedom. See where it takes you. Because that question has just spawned the inspired action to jump up. Let's appreciate it. Let's respect that. But you may hear an answer too. You may taste an answer. Your senses may suddenly feel like they are being heard for the first time. Allow them to speak. So this going within, and play is engaging the body. Oh, excuse me again. Oh my goodness. Engaging the body. My house right now is filled with sleeping people, and I'm sensing them and I'm feeling them, and it's like my body's saying, let's join, let's relax, let's go lay down. This is really great. So as we listen to our bodies, and our bodies are saying, play, what's that? Play, that sounds like fun. Play, I remember. Play, play, play. You may have beliefs come up, beliefs about what is okay right now. If all you did was give yourself room, maybe 5 minutes, maybe 10 minutes a day, to explore play and what it means. Turn on some music and allow your body to move and play with the music. Dance, not structured dance, not taught dance, but just move. Allow your voice to move freely. What does free moving voice sound like? Allow yourself to explore your outdoors, explore your gardens, your yard, the woods nearby. What does exploration from the place of play look like? Give yourself a pen and a piece of paper. What does play with pen and paper look like? That's unstructured, unfocused, like there's no goal in mind. There is no expectation. You're just allowing yourself to be free. If you have any sort of art supplies, make them available out on your table and just say, like, what does play look like with these art supplies? What could I do right now? Something to enjoy, something to do. What would that look like right now? What does play look like with your lover, with your special one? What does play look like with your child? Oh my God, I love all of this. This is so much fun. When you decide to paint a room in your house, like I did in my studio, What does painting look like when you play? There are so many possibilities at this point, but without play, you will not remember who you are. And it is time to know yourself. It is time to remember who you are. So who are you? Could you allow yourself the freedom for 5 minutes a day to play so that you could know yourself? This is so, so valuable to your well-being. That was said many times in that channel. Well-being. We want well-being in our bodies. So we have to allow our bodies the freedom to move. And freedom to move, we call this play. It's not jogging. Jogging has a definite structure. It's not sport. Sport has definite rules and plays and structure. It is free play. It is allowing body the freedom to have a voice. The body has a voice. Allow it to express itself. If we restrain our bodies too long, the voice becomes one of pain and agitation. It becomes one of disease, dis-ease. So if body goes into dis-ease, then we have a situation. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. We have a situation at that point to go before the disease and find out what happened. So why wouldn't we want to laugh, to play, to move freely, so that we never had to undo a dis-ease? There is so much joy in just being in a moment, receiving the inspired action, and moving to it. So inspired action is a gift. It is a gift. It is your birthright. It is part of who you are. It is your ability to tune into the all that is and to have action manifest here. So play is an easy way, because in play, we don't need to judge this inspired action. It can just be. So if we're following the inspired action in play, and we can do it without judgment, it may then transcend play, and inspired action can become part of our work, our job, even though we weren't taught how to do it. Now, because we have a familiarity, we have a trust in it, we know that inspired action is following the joy. It is following the next thing, knowing it will serve the highest good of all, knowing that even though in the moment we can't see how it's even possible. How could making that phone call, how could jumping up and getting in my car to go to the store right now serve the highest good of all? Sometimes we find out quickly, and sometimes we never find out. And we just have to know that there is something holding the bigger picture that is serving all, and that our showing up at the grocery market at that time was important. And it was a part of something bigger. Now, inspired action is going to lead you, but then it lets you follow through. It lets you be creator. And then when you're ready, more inspired action comes. Ready means in a space of receiving. When we are in the flow of the doing, we're not receiving, so it's perfect. There is an ebb and flow in life. And in this case, the ebb and flow is ebb, receive in, the ebb, and flow. Partake in the inspired action, follow it through, and see what it brings next. See what it brings next. It is pure yumminess. And when we do that in play, it serves us just in the purest form. It's not about manufacturing something. It's not about productivity. It's not about invention. It's not about creating something in outcome. It is just pure. It's the pure essence of presence. It's the pure essence of being. It's the pure essence of co-creation. It's the pure essence of receiving. It's the pure essence of love. That is what true play is. Next time you're at a park or something, take a moment and watch the children play. Just watch them play. Watch where the resistance shows up in the play and watch where the flow happens, the inspired action. And know that that is exactly where you want to be. That is exactly how you want to navigate. All right. Thank you so much for enjoying this moment with me, for exploring play. And feel free to share how play is showing up in your life. You can share directly to me. You can call me. Feel free to call me if you want more, if you want to share, if you have a question that you would like answered. I love to receive your questions because it's through these questions that I can hear, see, and feel what is the next share. Where are we going next? All right, so if you would like to check out my website, GemmaFawcett.com, GemmaFawcett.com. That's GemmaFassett.com. If you would like to call me, you can reach me at 732-317-1147 or 401-699-6142. And I'm on Instagram under my name. What else? There's the podcast. This is the podcast. Definitely subscribe. If you're finding this podcast, if you're finding this as YouTube, check out the podcast. It's on Castbox, iTunes, and SoundCloud, and you can connect to it through the website. So have a great day and find 5 minutes today to play. And if you can remember or set a clock for it, find 5 minutes every day. That 5 minutes will grow if you take the time to partake in it. It will grow. And not only that, it will become contagious. It is meant to serve everyone. Your well-being gets amped up and feeds the world. All right, much love and hugs. Have a wonderful, wonderful day.